In the New Testament Gospel of John, Jesus performs 7 miracles to show that he is the true Son of God. The first of these 7 miracles can be found in John chapter 2, when Jesus turned water into wine at a wedding in Cana. Jesus had servants fill 6 stone water jars, each holding 20 or 30 gallons with water. And then, when they went to serve the master of the feast, the water had turned into wine. The second miracle that Jesus performed also happened in Cana and can be found in John chapter 4. A royal official approached Jesus and asked him if he could heal his son, who was deathly ill from fever. Jesus said, "Unless you see signs and wonders, you will not believe." The official said to him, "Sir, come down before my child dies." Jesus said to him, "Go, your son will live." The man was going home when his servants met him and told him that his son was recovering. He asked them the hour when he began to get better, and they said to him, "Yesterday at the 7th hour the fever left him." The father knew that was the hour when Jesus had said to him, "Your son will live," and he and all his household believed. The third miracle occurred at the Bethesda pool near the Sheep Gate in Jerusalem, and could be found in John chapter 5. Surrounding the pool was a multitude of invalids, blind, lame, and paralyzed, that believed that when the water was stirred, an angel had blessed it with the power to heal one of their sicknesses. Jesus came across a paralytic that had been there for 38 years. Jesus asked him if he wanted to be healed, then said, "Get up, take your bed, and walk," and the man walked away. The fourth miracle occurred near the Sea of Galilee and can be found in John chapter 6. Jesus went up on a mountain and saw that a large crowd was following him. Since the feast of Passover was near, Jesus tested Philip by asking him how they would feed the people. Philip argued that not even a year's wages would be enough food to feed everyone. Andrew found a boy with 5 loaves of barley bread and 2 fish. Jesus had the people sit down. He broke the bread, gave thanks, and had his disciples distribute the bread and fish. When everyone had eaten, he had the disciples fill 12 baskets with the leftover bread. The people then believed in Jesus. The fifth miracle occurred on the evening of the same day, as the disciples traveled by boat across the sea to Capernaum. It was late, and the disciples were already about 4 miles out to sea. They saw Jesus walking towards them on the water, and they were afraid. But immediately Jesus spoke to them, saying, "Take heart, it is I, do not be afraid." And Peter answered him, "Lord, if it is you, command me to come to you on the water." He said, "Come." So Peter got out of the boat and walked on the water and came to Jesus. But when he saw the wind, he was afraid and began to sink. He cried out, "Lord, save me." Jesus immediately reached out his hand and took hold of him, saying, "O you of little faith, why did you doubt?" And when they got into the boat, the wind ceased, and those in the boat worshipped him, saying, "Truly you are the Son of God." The sixth miracle occurred in Jerusalem and can be found in John chapter 9. As Jesus and the disciples were walking out of the temple, they passed a man blind from birth. And his disciples asked him, "Rabbi, who sinned, this man or his parents, that he was born blind?" Jesus answered, "It was not that this man sinned or his parents, but that the works of God might be displayed in him. We must work the works of him who sent me while it is day. Night is coming when no one can work. As long as I am in the world, I am the light of the world." Having said these things, he spat on the ground and made mud with the saliva. Then he anointed the man's eyes with the mud and said to him, "Go, wash in the pool of Siloam." So he went and washed and came back seeing. The seventh miracle occurred in the town of Bethany, about 2 miles outside of Jerusalem, and can be found in John chapter 11. Lazarus, the brother of Mary and Martha, had fallen ill and died. So Jesus said, "Our friend Lazarus has fallen asleep, but I go to awaken him." When Jesus arrived, Lazarus had already been in the tomb for 4 days. When Jesus saw Mary weeping, he asked where Lazarus was laid. He went to the tomb, which was a cave. The disciples rolled away the stone covering the entrance, and Jesus prayed to God to show the people that he had been sent by God. Then he yelled into the cave, "Lazarus, come out!" And the previously deceased Lazarus came out. This is a foreshadowing of the resurrection of Jesus and the last of the 7 great miracles.